Hey everyone, it's KP here. Hope everything is all right. Well, your friend and neighborhood pastor KP. Hope everything is all right. So, I'm at the Mount Zion SDA Church in Kissimmee, Florida. I came here to pick up some equipment for my church, um, First SDA Church of Riviera, some camera equipment. Yeah, I just wanted to give you a little shot of what the place looks like. I like the outside; it looks nice. This is the outdoors. Train track over there. I'm with Pastor Burkell. He used to be here. He was the one who was instrumental in getting a lot of the property, he said, here. They're worshiping in this building right now, which is a gym and the worship center. That was the former church over there when Pastor Burkell was here. I'm gonna take you inside. But yeah, I like the yard. I like space when it comes to churches. Love it when a church has space. Love it inside and outside, but especially on the outdoors. A lot of times Adventist churches don't do a good job of securing property so that we can expand. But I love it so far. I'm inside now. So that's the door I just came through. Looks nice. I'm gonna go in. So right here is Pastor Burkell. He has been with me in updating and upgrading Lighthouse, now Riviera, and who knows where else. But this is the indoors. This is your former church. How long ago, Pastor Burkell? How long ago?
I left here 2012.
2012. Okay. All right. See. 2006 to 2012. Got the upstairs there. So this is a gym slash worship center. Got lighting up there. This is a stage right here. Everybody knows you gotta get a drum cage. Right? You gotta get a drum. And from the front, this is what it looks like. Gotta go upstairs to check out the streaming equipment and sound. So this is their sound booth, right? This is their kitchen area. Nice. Industrial stove or commercial stove. Gotta have one of these, always. Tell all the churches. Commercial sink, gotta have one of those too. We're heading upstairs, everybody. Yeah, he's up here. Pastor Burkell is coming. Right here. A lot of sophisticated equipment up here. Taking you through. This is the Mount Zion SDA Church in Kissimmee, Florida. A lot of space up here. A lot of space. Looking down. That's what I talk about, inside and outside. I love space. So I guess they're setting it up. It's real nice up here, man. My goodness.
See the cameras there?
You're Mr. Hunt, right?
Yes, I'm Mr. Hunt.
All right.
Yes.
So what am I looking at here
Okay.
for at the Mount Zion SDA Church? Is this a media center?
This is our media center.
Okay.
We have our waveform monitor here, a dual monitor. We have the waveform monitor, and we have our program out. Okay. We have, which is what you guys are getting, a 10-inch quad view of the PTZ, so I can just tap this PTZ, double click it, and then I could just, maneuver it or whatever I need to do.
All right.
Okay, left, right, up, down, just tap it back, and then I can tap the other one, double click, and go left, right, whatever I want to do with that, double click that, and same thing with that one. Okay.
Okay.
If I don't know if I have the presets in this one, but if I go one shot,
Mm-hmm.
it'll automatically go to the preset.
Okay.
If I go 2 shot, it'll automatically go to the next preset. If I go 3 shot, it'll go to the next preset.
Okay.
Okay,
you're
so
seeing it
you
down
can-
here and up here at the same time.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can basically, you could program your PTZ cameras.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the controller,
Mm-hmm.
the joystick, on VIF. Whenever you set it up on VIF, you have your zoom in, turn to the right, zoom out, turn to the left. You don't want to use this on top, but this controls the iris. You don't want to use that.
Okay.
This, like if you zoom in, and it's not focused, you could turn this to the right, and if it's the wrong direction, you turn it to the left to zoom. If somebody happens to do this and it shuts the iris down, just press this button right here, and it will release it and open it back up.
Okay.
So that's fine. This is the switcher. Okay. This is a really awesome switcher. It's an 8-input switcher. We have the 3 PTZ cameras. We have the floor cam, the top cam, the multimedia, which is over there, and we have a feed from over there to over here. Okay, and we
Which
have this.
switcher this is?
This is the Black
Black
Magic.
Magic,
Switch. This
yeah.
is like
Okay, right.
$3,000. Okay, and we have the studio cam, which is over there in the studio. So we don't have that connected right now, and we have
Okay.
the pastor's laptop. So if the pastor is preaching, and we have a cable down there, and he's giving his presentation on the PowerPoint,
Yeah.
then we'll have that. So we'll have him there, and then he says, okay, and let's just look at this slide here. We could just take it to that slide, and it will take it to that slide.
All right.
It'll show you directly what's on his computer, and then we can take it back whenever he starts speaking.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the pastor's laptop, and then we have the media player 1 and 2. Okay,
Okay.
and then we have the mix, the dip, all of the wipe effects there. Background, macro, you can set those macros up. The sound, we have the sound person to come in and set up the sound on that. I'm not too versed with that. That's not my thing, but you just make sure all of them are bouncing, everything is fine, that's good. Basically the same thing up here, gives you information about your auxiliary. We don't use the talk because that's the when you have the headset with all of them, that's what we have at the campground.
Yeah.
So we don't use that here, we don't need to. Okay, your media players and all of that stuff here. Okay, you have we'll just go back over here. You have your program. You could change this to multi-view and preview. You can change that. You have your auxiliaries. If we wanted to record, we can record here, and it'll record on the deck. If we wanted to record on the internal is the 727. That's 2 terabytes. If we want to record over on this side, that's connected. That's connected to the back there.
Okay.
Okay, we can record here on the hyperdeck, and that's the hyperdeck. 2 SSD drives. You can put one in here, you put one in there. Whenever this gets filled up, it'll automatically go to this one. You take this out, put it on top, you put a blank one in. When this gets filled up, it'll automatically go back there. Take this out, put a blank one, and you could go all day, all night going back and forth. This is basically the same thing, only that this is a SD card drive. It does the same thing.
Okay.
You put in the SD card there, you put an SD card in here, and whenever this gets filled up, it automatically shuttles to this one. You take that one out, you put a new one in, and it just go back and forth like that. We were using this for a while. We don't use the this is a Blu-ray unit. We don't use that anymore because of course we don't use Blu-ray. This right here is our communications. I'm sure you've seen this. This is like the best. We've seen this at Mount Sinai. They asked us to shoot one time, and we saw these, and it was like, man, these things are awesome. We need to get these, and we have 7 of them. So the technical director has one here, and then right over there